casualties. Let's make that look a little better. So what I'm going to do is go back here. I'm going to create another total victims. Okay, I'm going to add this plus this. Okay, C2 plus D2. Get total victims for each accident. Copy that down. Make sure it went all the way. It did. Whoops. Okay. Let's get the total victims should be something like 450 or whatever. There you go, 445. Okay. Now I go back here. On this version of Excel, I have forgotten how you update, so I'm going to create a new one. Let me just start over on this one. So I delete this. Okay. I'm going to go back up in my data, do a new pivot table. And first let's look at the weekday pattern by total victims. So we're going to go to weekday and total victims. Okay. And you wanted to know how you could graph something like that. You could do this actually. Go to charts. This would probably be good as columns. Let's do it like this. Okay, there's your pattern through the week, I guess. It's not very pretty, but at least as a way of showing what it is and the fact that 7 is the worst. Let's do the same thing by hour. I'm going to delete that. Change weekday to hour. Yeah, we do see interesting change. One, now 1500 is still the worst, but some of the others are changing. But I'm going to do that. Let's pick the column chart again. And so we see that, here is, it's building up through about 9, there's a peak right in here. What is this? It's like rush hour in the morning, lots of cars on the road and so on. It's not as bad as in the afternoon though, because maybe rush hour is, the roads are so crowded it's hard to get up enough speed to go kill yourself, so who knows. This definitely is your after lunch crowd coming back, okay, when you had 35 of them and so on. But what's interesting is you see there's a pattern of some kind of the day. It's not the same thing all the time. And these all raise good sort of journalistic questions.
Can we do it for the days in the month?
Do it by month? Okay, sure. We actually can. I have to go back and let's see, let's delete the sheet again. Okay.
Supposedly there's more traffic just after payday or on the week after payday.
Okay. Oh, which part of the month?
The month.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Wait a minute. Yeah. Yeah, I heard that. And they're cutting out a month of pay or 2 months of pay now. Is that the new government plan? Gee, lovely. Okay. Of course, we had whatever they're called, not layoffs, but they made us. Okay, what is going on with this thing? We had a problem here. Okay, here we are. We're back. Okay, let's delete this. Oops, I don't want to rename. I'm sorry, hold on here. I'm trying to do this without a mouse, so it's hard. So we need I guess we can do it by month. I'm trying to think of a good, is it always what, the 30th of the month or the 26th of the month? Perfect, okay. So that is, what is it? There is a formula for it. Hold on a minute. Oh, it's day. Day is the formula. Day. And equals day of B2. And so yeah, that's the third. And let's pull the month out too. See if there are no accidents during August when everybody goes off on vacation. We can always look at that too. Or maybe there are more then. Month. 2. Okay, come on. Okay, so here we have the days and the months. So now we're going to do yet another pivot table. Where we go here? Okay. So let's look at the day to see whether we have, we lost our, rats. Well, let's just do it. When it failed. Okay, so 26th, well the 25th actually had the most. And not so many there. So they get paid on the 26th.
1 and 2.
Yeah, 1 and 2 are more, so the beginning of the month.
It depends on the company. Public officials are paid on the 21st, for instance.
Oh, the 21st? Oh, okay.
In private companies, they get paid
Okay.
later on.
Okay, yeah, here's the 25th is 6 of them, the 23rd is 5. So there does seem to be something of a pattern, a month pattern. Let's take a look at the chart. And actually, let's try it as a line chart, see what it looks like there. Come on. Actually, I don't know how to do this one. So I don't do a lot with, oh, there's the right line one. That's spark lines. Never mind. Here we go. So that you just sort of see, it's kind of all over the place. I'm not sure that's a better way of displaying it than using the bars. I think the bars are probably better. Okay. So through the month you see it kind of bounce around. There's no real clear pattern on it. But I do want to see months. I want to see whether there's a time of year pattern with all this. And so let's go month.
Can we geo-locate the data?
Can they which?
Geo-locate with Google Maps, for instance.
Yeah, it can be done. It can be done. Can I do it? Not in a live demonstration. It would take me a while to work my way through it. But actually and I do want to show you, we got a few more minutes left, and I will show you a good tool for doing exactly the kind of thing you're talking about. It's actually beyond Google Maps, it's Google Fusion tables. Have you played with those? They're really, I just started learning how to use those. They're very cool. So anyway, here's our pattern. And interestingly enough, it looks like almost the lowest part, other than right here, is vacation time. I guess, isn't that when people go on vacation, August?
I think if you put the injured ones, probably it will...
Add them in, you'll see something more. Oh, it'll definitely be more, right. I lost those when it collapsed. Let's go back to total.
We are looking at deaths,
Right.
not accidents.
Right. Let's, and actually we can, well, let's do it that way. Yeah, there's another way. Actually, I can do that quickly. Go here. Instead of using the sum of deaths, if I actually put a text field in here, it'll just count the number of things. So this is the count of the number of accidents. Okay? It's just basically a easy way to do that. And so now we can see, still August is, almost as low as April, and so on. So August and September are a bit lower, certainly substantially lower than, February. February is the worst, December, really the worst.
Bad weather.
But that's what I was going to say. That's because what I remember is that rainy, right. Right, and everybody forgets how to drive in wet weather until the rainy season starts again, and so they...
Our accidents are stress-related.
Yeah, and certainly the holidays are a stress-related time. So the nice thing about this, again, is you can sit and explore it. Here in half an hour, we have looked at a bunch of data. We've already made some guesses about the kind of the sociology of accidents and death and so on in Portugal. What I would want as a reporter is to go to this agency, ANSR, say, great, I love your data. You clearly have all kinds of wonderful information about all the accidents all over Portugal. Give me a copy of that database, okay? If they can't argue that it's private because they're publishing it already. So you get that. And then you can look and you can do things like this kind of thing, compare Lisbon to Porto to other parts of Portugal. You can do what you were talking about, make a map, showing the the accident rates across Portugal, all colored in different ways. And let me show you the pivot tables, the fusion tables that they were just talking about. Let's just pop those up quickly while we still have a few minutes left. Here's Google Fusion Tables. This is free. Once again, another Google thing. If you just go to google.com/fusion tables, FUSION, Fusion Tables, right here, this will pop up. To work with it, you have to have a Gmail account. Some of you probably already have Gmail account, but if not, it's free. Just sign up for a Gmail account, and then you can use this. Let me show you some examples that are out there of maps that other people have made. Okay.